What is up, all my chicken people? Yeah, I know today's not a chicken educational video, but I really need to get this addressed, and I can't go out of my way to make chicken content when I really got to take care of this. So bear with me, enjoy the video, don't watch it, I don't really care. I got to get this addressed because it is part of our chicken farm, and really we're just going to put a big band-aid on it. I think I got enough wood, 2x4s, 1x4s, plywood to kind of just cover it up. Main thing is just to keep if I don't do anything with this and we get another decent windstorm, there's a lot of weight sitting on trusses that don't exist right there. So this whole corner of this roof is sitting on like one 2x4 and a split 2x4. So I need to get up there and fix that. So I rented the boom lift from our local rental place, and we're going to use it. I've never done anything like this, so you guys are going to watch me figure it out. I think the best thing to do, I think that metal is mangled up pretty good there where it creases. So I think what I'm going to do is try to flop it back over, and then you can see the seam about halfway where the sheet metal or the tin is. I think I'm going to try to pull all the sheets off on what would have been the downside, which is now on that flap. Try to get all those pieces off with all this bad wood. Get that off first, and then take off all this siding that's all rotted out, and I'll probably take off some of this stuff up here too. I think I got enough plywood to cover this whole gap, but yeah. But the boom lift should help with this. Just Caitlin and I on this project, so we'll cross that bridge. I'm getting everything set up to do this. Let's look in the brooder building here. We got the boss in here working away, cleaning the brooders real quick. But I did pick up a couple more meat chickens. Just what I needed is more chicks. But these are Cornish crosses. These are the Easter eggers we got at the auction. And these are the Coronation Sussex from Paragon Ridge. Still in here. So I tried ordering meat chickens. I usually do 100 of them in the fall, but I was behind the ball and didn't end up getting them ordered in time. So now the next available ship date is like October, end of September, October, and that in 8 weeks that puts it into November, and I don't want to be running chickens going into hunting season when is my busiest time of the year. So got the batteries on the charger. I guess let's get up there and figure this out.
Yeah, that's where it's supposed to be. Oh, don't shake it too much. That whole building's shaking.
up here. I think I'm gonna be able to sawzall, pull a lot of this stuff off, and we're gonna have to pull all these nails that are still have good boards, so we can put plywood up against it just to get us by. If I cut this piece, who knows, I may just drop this whole junk. Nothing crazy. Heads up. Need my hard hat. Oh, that smells good. It's that old pine.
That does smell good.
Alright, I'm gonna replace that board since it snapped up there. Well, we got a lot of nails to pull. We need to get this whole thing straightened out, or get our support beams back up before we can straighten this out and replace those boards there. So pretty much this whole corner is now sitting on nothing, except for one kind of 2x4 that goes across. But other than that, we need to reinforce it. Well, we were in a rain delay again, so we decided to lift ourselves up into the hole in the barn and start trying to disassemble, chuck it over the edge. So that's how we can try to keep working for the third rain delay today. It's supposed to be done, and it's not. So here we are. High quality siding from 1910. But we're still on a rain delay. We have officially opened up the whole barn, which is OSHA approved for us to be standing under it, with pretty much this one 2x4 holding this whole roof together. But we do have a little bit of a deck here to stand on while it rains and apparently leaks.
You're getting dripped on?
Yeah.
Oh.
But I think the plan is to take off the rest of those boards. We've taken off all the boards flush with the header, and this is all going to be plywood. So we still have these support beams, which whoever built this barn did a lovely job of just splicing everything together with two boards. Pretty much
like 3 or 4.
some of them over there is just they cut them an inch short, so they just spliced in a 2x4 and put a few extra nails on them. But if you guys want to help us build a new barn, make sure you hit that like button, because if we had the money, we wouldn't be fixing this, we'd just be tearing it down. So
Yeah.
that's where we're at right now. We're waiting for this rain to stop for the third time,
Let's look at the radar.
and really need to. These boards are just so rotted.
Oh, you were lifting the roof over there.
No.
Maybe don't do that.
But yeah, these are old boards. What's the radar look like?
It says like 4:30. Another hour.
So, plenty of rain. Hit and miss. Temperature's nice. Alright.
I told Luke that this is probably like one of the best weekends we could have done this, besides the rain.
Yeah, tomorrow.
But temperature and not being sunny and humid.
Tomorrow it's not supposed to rain. Monday it's not supposed to rain. But
We should be done tomorrow, I would think.
We'll see how far we get today. I'd like to get all the new support beams up today. And we're gonna have to figure this roof out here. I have some boards to try to, I need to be able to push this open and connect 2x4s from this one to this one. Same with this board, shattered, needs to be fixed. That board is non-existent.
Just hanging out over there.
Yeah. So that's going to be the real tricky part, is figuring these boards out. And like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect, but there's a lot of weight here on this roof that I'm standing under.
And pushing on.
And pushing on. So I need to figure out how we can push that up and get some more support. Anyway. And if I have the extra 2x4s, I might just run some off these joists here straight up to help on the weight load. So we'll see. Just to show you how good this structure is. quite the gap there. And then all this wood is pretty much rotted out from the weather. So, and it's still raining. But we got a bunch more nails to take out and then start putting in the new studs. Teamwork makes the dream work. We've got a couple boards up. Yes, I understand. They're running the long way. Not the right way.
The wrong way.
But they'll work. So we're trying to take the bend out of this roof. So floor jack 2x4, it actually worked pretty well. But we got to get the rest of these screws out of this board so we can run connector board from this one up to this one. So yeah. You struggling there?
Mm-hmm.
You can do it. 2 hands.
Jimmy, no. It's like real stuck.
Ooh, whack me in the face.
Got it.
This is how we get the bow out of the board. We're almost there.
Yeah, and it's creaking and things are popping.
Only got like another inch and a half.
There's wood falling from above me.
Keep going. Oh, that's what we were doing. We were pulling our stud out. Alright, back to the drawing board. That's as far as we're getting today. You got crap all over all your gray hairs. But yeah, with the rain delays, we didn't get much done. It was a little bit of this, a little bit of that. The biggest thing that kept us was all of these 3 bracings here had caved in, so we did our best to brace them up, as well as the 2x4 bracing. I think we're going to put 3-4 more there, and then a little bit of metal on top to fix up, and then it's plywood over it. So that's going to be a tomorrow project because we're hungry and it's been a long day. So
And my socks are wet.
Socks are wet?
Yeah.
Why are your socks wet?
Because I have tennis shoes on. And it's been raining.
Anyway, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Well guys, it's the next day. We got all of the studs on the end in last night. And now Luke is grinding off some screws that were up there holding on the tin so we can fix the 1x6 that's right there on the edge. So, right there. So we're getting that prepared and ready. And then I'm not sure what else. Start putting the sheeting on, he says. So that'll be the next project that we do, is putting that on. It was sunny and then cloudy. Now it's sunny again. So it's gonna be a little bit toasty today, but. Oh yeah, and we got 1.5 inches of rain last night, which is nice. Not, because now it's humid. So, here we go. We're rocking and we're rolling.
My heart rages around like an ocean in my head. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions all alone, know I'll find you in my dreams.
Well, the main work is done. We went ahead and used almost 4 full sheets and then pieced on the corners and the top. I'm just gonna keep filming from back here so y'all don't get too close and see what it really looks like. But we went ahead and used 1x4s for the batten. To kind of cover up some of those cracks, kind of keep sideways rain from coming in. And then that top pyramid, it doesn't have a batten on it because it hangs over the plywood that's running vertical. So for the most part though, if water hits it, it should not go through it, in theory. But like I said, this is as close as we need to get for you guys to see it. And I got my sidekick over here. She's been doing all the cutting and helping and heavy lifting and directing and cussing and so now we're going to get up on the roof where I kind of cut a hole up there because when I folded it back over, it kind of had to do some damage up there. So I think I'm gonna have to cut a piece and then take a sheet I have and then slide it up underneath. That way the water continues to go down. Man, I'm sweating and it's only 79 degrees.
It's warm though.
Like when you get up on that lift, that sun bounces off that and just like radiates heat. So I don't think we're gonna go back and stain it. This has just gotta last us till hopefully next spring,
March maybe.
sometime. But yeah. So let's climb up on the roof, get an idea what we're looking at, cut a couple pieces of metal, see if we can't slide it up in there and then screw it back down. And then this side piece I just learned a couple months ago where it's open there. There's a slab of concrete here on the ground. Back in the 30s or 40s, the gentleman who had it, that used to be his blacksmithing shop. So there used to not be a wall there. That's why it's not filled in with the siding, the barn siding. Once they took out the blacksmithing shop, they went ahead and just framed up a 2x4 wall and then just put OSB over it. And that OSB just doesn't last for 30 years, or really 60, 70 years. So we have some plywood. So if it lasts as long as the OSB does, then it'll last way longer than the barn. So, and then there's a couple holes you can see down there, and then over there, what used to be maybe a window, or where they augered grain in or out. I don't know, but we're gonna fill them in because I got extra plywood. That plywood went a little farther than I thought it would. So onto the roof, and then the siding. That's just pretty much slapping. I think those are on 16 on center.
You just have to pull all the nails.
So we just got to pull all the nails, take that one half a sheet off.
Which is on pretty good. I tried yanking it off and it would not come off.
And we'll just slap probably 3 new boards, 3 new sheets of plywood on it. Fill in the holes, and then we'll be done.
I told you we'd be done today.
Man, we ain't done yet. All right, up to the roof.
I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not reality.
All right, I'm out of shape, but we spliced in these 2 pieces where that hole was. I think the water will go all the way down. Still a little bit of a lip there where it creased, but we might try to fix up it down there where it bowed out, but I think I'm gonna call that good because we're running out of reach with the arm. So, all right, let's go do the sidewalls.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in our eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise.
Go me.
Know that we gonna let it out.
Well, that side panel is done.
I just want to make sure.
What do you have to say about the side panel?
Well, it looks pretty good. Hopefully it doesn't blow out in the next storm. I think it'll be good for
Well,
temporarily.
It's got about 80 2.5-inch screws holding it up there. So, in theory, we didn't fix the piece up there yet on the roof where it's bent up, but we have one little hole on that side to fix, and then down here we have one hole to patch up on the other side of the lift. But for the most part, I think we're doing good enough. We'll patch that hole there and we'll call it a good tomorrow. So let's go check on the cows and do farm stuff. Well, we got the barn done. Patched the hole over here, hole over here. Siding's done. This side's done. I'll climb up there and hammer that back down here in a little while. But there you have it. One big band-aid. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like it or not, that's what we're doing on the chicken farm. And yeah, it took us most of the weekend with just Caitlin and I, but something that needed to be done before we got another bad windstorm, because I guarantee you we would have had bigger issues if we didn't tackle this one. We really just need this old barn to survive until hopefully next year we can get a new barn put up. But you know the deal. We love you guys. Don't haggle with your egg supplier. Buy your chicks local. See you guys on the next one.